Yay, we've even got Ruthie joining us. And this time, Ruthie, I wrote your name down so I won't forget to call on you. Little details that mean so much. Okay, we're going to take a moment to take our three long, slow, deep breaths together. And as we breathe in through the nose, think the words I am. And as we breathe out through the mouth, think the word consciousness. Let's breathe together right now. Breathe in, I am. Breathe out, consciousness. Breathe in, I am. Breathe out, consciousness. Breathe in, I am. Breathe out, consciousness. And as we rest for a moment here in this beautiful space of infinite divine grace, you can feel how deeply loved and connected you are to the divine, to infinite intelligence, to the God of your understanding. You can feel the web of connection that flows through all of existence to you, supporting you, empowering you, enriching you, and enlightening you. You welcome in all the blessings, all the love, all the miracles that are present for you in every moment. Take another deep breath in. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back into the room. It was such good energy. We got Mena and Angela on that one. I love doing that because it brings in all the good people. We just did our three breaths together, Mena. So I'm so glad
Okay.
you could make it. Hi, Angela. The energy was so great. It brought the two of you in. Mena and Angela just joined us. Yay. We're getting started
Oh,
now. And I want to introduce you to Monica Williams. She has been with Yes to Success and with Awake for some time. And she's participating in my weekly intention group as well. So she couldn't get enough of it and decided she wanted to participate here. If you don't scare her off, she might stick around. All right, we're going to start celebrations and we're going to start with David McBride. David, I know you've got a lot to celebrate because I got to witness your presentation this week. It was freaking awesome.
thank you. Yes, I got to begin a series of talks that I started on uh, discovering your inner superhero, which is my way because I was in animation of getting people into thinking about their interconnection to the divine. And I started Tuesday, and Elaine was there, and Ruthie was there, and it Elaine gave me a ton of great feedback that I was able to implement today, and I got good feedback again today. A couple of technical things, but I feel like the message is getting across, and I'm really happy with it, and all the hard work I put into it is paying off.
Wonderful.
That is wonderful, David. How can it get even better than this? And
Yeah.
I view this as you're an artist by trade and by calling. It's not something you cannot do. It's part of who you are. And this is a new medium for you to explore and paint with. And it's all coming together beautifully. You're shaping images with words and stories and your own experience. And it's really wonderful. And then tell everybody the idea that you have to take it beyond the talk.
Oh, well, uh, first I'm going to develop and write and illustrate a graphic novel, which seems appropriate because I'm dealing with the idea of inner superheroes. And then I can
Wow, full house.
start start to develop it for a series of things, maybe interviews with people or something like that that I can do on YouTube.
Beautiful. That is going to be so powerful, David. And I'm really excited for you and delighted that we get to witness this. We're here at the birth, at the initial concept. And that's really exciting because we're putting lots of good energy behind you. This is
Oh,
going to be wonderful. Yeah.
thank you.
Awesome. Dorji, I know you've got tons to celebrate. What's been going on in your world?
Okay, stop your clock.
I did.
I signed up as a repeater for Sahaj. I learned all the stuff that I missed the first time. I had my eyes checked. It's been half a year after my surgery. Everything is perfect. And I just realized recently my right ear was completely deaf, and slowly it was getting better. And I actually can hear where things are coming from, because when you only have one ear, you don't know where the sound is coming from. And I'm starting to learn, yeah, and I am very grateful for that. Went to my nephew's son's pool birthday party. At
That is
one time, the kid,
wow.
and he's an autistic kid. I was jumping into the pool, and then he wanted me to jump with him on the shallow end. I looked at it and I thought to myself, I shouldn't be doing that, but I did it anyway. And I came down hard on the floor of the pool, jammed my butt and my neck. I intentioned for immediate healing. When I went to sleep, I could feel the pain. Surrendered, went to a massage the next day, and I had a wonderful massage. Came out of that massage painless, and I felt great. And I'm 75, didn't break anything, and I healed. And I thought to myself, you know, when I when I was on the ground, I felt like, remember Ruthie jumping on the trampoline? I can do that too now. I feel the universe is working for me. I spend a lot of time in nature and I'm loving it. And I'm also learning how to sit in silence, how to lay in silence without doing anything. And I think because of that, I'm sleeping better. I I start my gratitude journal in the morning and finish it at night, but I don't do nothing in the daytime. And if I forget half the stuff that I did, half the stuff that I did. So I keep my gratitude journal open all day, and so I don't forget nothing. And I want to be grateful to the universe all the time. Let it know that I love
That's wonderful, Georgie. I'll tap what he's having. How could it get even better than this? I love the idea of keeping your gratitude journal open all the time because there's so much to be grateful for in every moment. You can't write fast enough to get it all down. That's pretty
it. Yes,
darn cool. Congratulations. I love that. Wow. Speaking of lots to celebrate, we got Julie in the house with that gorgeous smile And I asked her how things went when she had her mouth surgery this week.
Ah,
And I said, hey, we hired those angels. We hope they were doing a good job and did all the things we told them to. And she said, they did even better than that. So now,
yeah, it is getting better than that because braced myself. I anticipated recovery time, and there just wasn't any. I was comfortable. I was alert. I just numb. But other than that, it was so easy. I can't even believe, yes, I can believe that I am experiencing an easier and easier time. So, with grace and ease, thank you. Thank you so much for the intention because that's how I experienced it this time. And I chose to do that before I went in. I sent a lot of love to everybody involved and then I asked the 144,000 angels, unemployed angels, so they were crowding around me through the whole place. It made me smile. Um, so there are adjustments coming, but I don't have any fear about any of it now. It's funny how it just fell away. Um, Not funny. I expected it with the intentions. It just gets better and better. So, um, oh, I had a fun conversation. Georgie and I had a lot to talk about today, so that was delightful. And I am so super excited because I'm the proud owner of one of Peggy's paintings. And I swear it is alive with energy. It is like I walked by it. I told her I haven't hung it yet because I just want to take it from room to room so it can be with me for a while. That energy is wonderful. So, Peggy, I don't even know how to express how much that means to me. So, I love it, love it, love it. And what else? Oh, my energy is increasing. Not only is the pain down, I'm telling you, my energy today. I'm getting ready for a Fourth of July pool party at my house, um, especially with Theo. The other people can just, I'll just take Theo. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and so I'm looking forward to that. And today, I thought you've been clearing and cleaning up the kitchen and this and that for 2 hours, and I didn't sit down where before 10 minutes was my max, and I would set my phone alarm
yeah,
because
yeah.
so I am just so grateful, grateful, grateful.
Congratulations. I'm so
Thank you.
happy for you. And Julie, you said something really profound because you walked in the door in a state of gratitude. And gratitude
Mm,
really does release fear. When you're just
yeah.
grateful for the experts that are helping you, for the opportunity to be in someone's life that you wouldn't normally get to see or experience,
Yeah.
and that you
Yeah.
get to be there in your full presence and full connection with the divine, with the angels, and you're holding space
Mm,
for them. Not only did you really uplift your own day, you transformed their day. You don't realize how big an impact your presence has. It is unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you for being present here with us because brilliant,
Thank you.
brilliant.
Thank
Loved
you.
it. So good. We always learn so much from each other, right? All right,
Yes, we
Monica, we're so glad you're here. What would you like to celebrate? Got to unmute first. I'm real picky about that. There we go.
Um, I am just so grateful. Um, and you are so right in that gratitude releases fear because I have been so grateful for all the blessings and the opportunities, and that has helped me to overcome my fear of being visible, speaking up more. Um, for example, the intentioning group, I would never have had the guts, the courage to come onto the intentioning group or even this. Uh, and the asking, um, I'm not usually an asker. I usually give, give, give. And I realized that uh, when we receive, we're also creating joy for the other person who's giving. And so by allowing myself to open to receiving, I've also been able to presence myself and ask for things that I want or that I need more. And if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be here. So I'm so grateful for all of the opportunities that have come, and this community and this family, chosen family, as Georgie says. Uh, so I launched my first website, uh, and I realized that I do have a calling in this life, and um, and everything that I'm doing is actually bringing me closer to that calling, even though I'm scared. It's really, uh, it comes so naturally and it's channeled. So I'm grateful for that opportunity. I'm grateful for this circle and this community.
That is awesome. How can it get even better than this? And I want to acknowledge something you said, because when you are willing to receive, you're actually giving yourself and others an opportunity to connect at a much deeper, richer level. Receiving is gift. You don't usually think about it that way, but your willingness to receive is a gift, not just to you, but to the universe and to everyone involved. Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing that in. And kudos to you for showing up here. This is a totally safe space that is just nothing but infinite divine love. That's all you will ever experience here. We celebrate each other, we nourish each other, we rejoice in each other, because we know that every single person's success is our success too, and we all lift each other up. So we're really grateful that you could join us today. It's definitely making a big difference. We feel your energy. Peggy, I love and adore you, and I want to know about the painting over your right shoulder. What is that painting? That one, yeah.
Oh, crumb. Live out loud.
Ah, no wonder I like it.
I believe it is.
I already have two of your paintings, and I'm running out of wall space.
Oh no, you never have too many painting.
We might have to talk about that one. What else can we help you celebrate, Peggy?
Well, I'm so very excited to be doing the Art of Living's um, silence class this weekend because I was gifted with that with the local chapter, and I'll pay for my food. And this I love the silence classes, but I've never ever had one in a town where I lived. I mean, the last one I went to was in DC, and before that it was Miami. So they to me are just awesome. So that's exciting. And for the first time in about 5 years, even though I'm not working 8-hour days, I am working 4 days in a row. I decided because my energy keeps increasing, and it's just like there's a physical shift, and it's like, oh, now where'd that come from? Oh, I'm ready for something more. So that's pretty cool. Had a great massage on Saturday and was so pleased that I had the mushroom supplements that Julie has talked about, because this was the deepest, most intense massage I've ever had. And I couldn't even feel it the next day. It was like nothing sore. So that was pretty neat. And I feel as though opening up, I'm opening myself up. And I even called my stepdaughter the other day and left her a message. Haven't seen her since the last time I was in Fort Myers, but that was a big, because her brothers don't even want to talk to her. I don't know what's going on with them, but I decided that's them, that's not me. I will at least call her and leave her a message. So I did that.
That's wonderful. Congratulations, Peggy. Wow. And you can keep going. I mean, I just feel so much energy coming from you. And we talked about that last week. And there a couple of months ago, that wasn't the case. So yeah,
Good.
you and I see it also as your move is getting closer and closer to being real. And so you're starting to catch that energy wave, and you know how it is, energy first, and then the house sells, and then you're off and running, right? And so
And I asked my broker, I said, I'm not going to be here on Sunday. Have an open house.
there you go. That's
So
awesome.
he's doing that.
That is great. Well, this sucker's going to get sold really quickly.
I'm
Kudos.
ready now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. We got Kelly in the house. And I agree, your hair is lovely today, Kelly.
It is.
Thank
It
you, my
really
fans. I
is.
appreciate that very much. Well, I'm first of all very grateful to be here and to not have to leave early and can be here for the whole time. And last week when I left, I got to go pick up Yogi from the groomer. And the last time he went to the groomer, he was a nervous wreck for weeks. And that had never happened before. And so I didn't want to take him to a new groomer. I wanted to take him to the same groomer because he is friends with the one guy. And it all was just perfect. Like nothing ever, so anyway, he's been, even with the fireworks and the things happening around, he's just been, he's been getting his special treats, but he is still calmer than he normally is about that. And you saw how excited he was, all of you guys. That's all your love and energy coming out. He's like, I want to be a part of it, Mom. So I am it's been a very like this week, very, very fast and full and grateful. And I want to quote David um, that I've just been in the flow. Yesterday I was on a call and my friend had to go for a minute and he said, I'll call you back and just give me a couple minutes. And the second he hung up, a text popped through from a client that asked if she could talk at a certain time that I couldn't. So I just picked up the phone and called her, and she was waiting for a lift, and I was waiting for him, and they both arrived at the same time. So it's been like that all week, and so it's been really fun with that, and people just showing up and being able to be of service to people and making. Yesterday, I called so many people on behalf of a client, and it was just so fun. I made so many connections and set it all up for her perfectly, and you know. Life is grand. I'm grateful. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys about this book. I don't think I've told you about this. Change the Recipe by Jose Andres. He's the guy that started World Central Kitchen. It's a really easy read and it's all kinds of life lessons. It's like a memoir of his and it's really, really good. And I texted my son gave it to me because they heard him speak and I texted him the other day to my son to say read page blah blah blah, it's you. And he wrote back, I feel so seen. And it was just like it's just things like that have been happening all week. And I attribute this a lot to that. So I'm very, very, very grateful. So
That
thank you
is
all very much.
wonderful. That is wonderful. Congratulations. How can it get even better than this? And
Yeah.
Kelly, I want you to type in the name of that book in the chat for
Okay.
us, please, because I'm going to look that up and get a copy of that. That sounds
It's a
just
good one. Yeah.
magical. I love that. Wow. And it just keeps getting better and better. We've got Ruthie in the house. Ruthie, what's going on?
Well, let's see. There's so much going on. I'm very grateful because with all the some experiences that my son has had that have sort of upset the apple cart the last couple of weeks, it's caused me to driven me into deep meditation and really focusing on sending out good vibes to him. And it's weird how when you really meditate and pray and everything for somebody else, it helps you too. So I mean, I don't know why we don't do it for ourselves all the time. It's like sometimes trouble is like the thing that helps. But so in any case, I have been feeling really, really wonderful and, diving deep. And let's see, there was something else. Oh, I wanted to mention that all of the things that you told David McBride yesterday in the Zoom meeting that he had, he put them into practice, and it was so good today. And when he does finish getting it like where he can send people the link, David, I hope you send a copy to Elaine, because she will be very impressed. So anyway, it's doing good. And I've been working on some little, working on my music and songs and things, and doing a few little videos and stuff too.
Did you finish your book project?
No, I'm still working on that. And in fact, one of the things that I'm trying to focus on is being more focused. Because sometimes what do they say? Life takes up most of your time,
Ain't that the truth, man? Just living thing. Awesome. Ruthie, that was wonderful. And your energy was so good. You brought Michelle in the door. And Michelle, I'm actually going to remember to write you down so I remember to call on you. I have this little, disconnect. Whoops, Monica Edgar. Oh, OMG. I suspect it might be David Edgar, but hey, I'll take either one or both. That's awesome. That's David Edgar. Yay. We're so glad you're here, David. And I'm sure you've got lots of great things to tell us. We are now about to celebrate Mena. Mena, that's a gorgeous color on you, by the way. Love that.
Well,
top.
it's been Canada Day,
Yes.
You're
yes.
going into July the 4th. We've just survived Canada Day. And I thought there's a energy. Everybody's talking about energy, and I thought, do I have the energy to join you guys tonight? Not because I didn't want to, but I got up at 5. I've been with 3 grandchildren all day. I've been to water parks. I've been on the bus. I've been everywhere, man. So, but I feel energized. I've been taking it from each one of you. So I'm grateful to be here. We had 10 people at the lake for the past 4 days. And Ruthie, I thought about you several times when I thought family matters and sons and mothers and all of this. And I thought, Ruthie does it so well, Mena. Stay calm. Anyway, all is well. It had its ups and downs, but all is well. And I wanted to tell you how much I'm enjoying doing the eco meditation. I have been doing it every single day. Sometimes it interferes with my sahaj because I think, how am I going to fit everything in? But it's a different type of peace with that meditation. So I recommend it. I've been doing it for a month now, I think. How long have you been doing it, Elaine? Because I'm right behind you.
This is 9 weeks. I was looking. Yeah.
9 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So, maybe you did it a little bit before me then. So that's really good.
But that's great. Congratulations. And thank you so much for making an effort to join us. Did you have one more thing you wanted to share?
Oh, no, I have 2 or 3 pages.
Oh my goodness. We love it.
I don't know. I feel so grateful. I don't know where to start when I sit down on a Wednesday. So thank you.
And it's always perfect, right? You always end up sharing the perfect
I have a
things.
nice story. I think I told you about a woman that I had seen on television that has willed her money to a charity. I'm having coffee with her next week.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That was very fortuitous.
That is great.
How did that happen? I wonder how.
Yeah, it's all divinely orchestrated. Absolutely. Just exactly right. You put out there that you wanted to meet someone and connect with someone.
But she called me. I sent her a little card and she called me. So that's
how nice.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Wow. Angela, you're looking lovely as always. I'm still getting used to the haircut. Love the hair. You got to unmute. Yeah, you just toggled.
Elizabeth was asking if I had colored my hair purple or pink or no, it's just the light is weird in this room and my computer. I still haven't fixed any of my tech issues with phone and computer, and but so bear with the sound if it's horrible. So we had our big event with 21 people on Sunday and it went very well. It was a busy couple of days before that because we had my nephew's graduation, which we attended, and my dad was pressure washing the deck the day before the party, not the deck, the patio, and the water wasn't draining, so it was just mud, and it was like, okay, what can we do here? And he was so upset and frustrated. It's like, no, go take a break. Do you have a mop? So I was mopping mud. How exciting. And my sister came over with an extra barbecue for the party at 9 p.m. and started putting it together in the dark. So it's been a lot of fun moments getting things prepared, but everybody had a good time, and all was well, and the mud was dried up. And what else? I don't know. I'm doing a green juice day today finally, and hopefully tomorrow too, because I just feel like too much cake and too much sweets, and time to take one day at a time. I am sugar free.
That is wonderful, Angela.
Yeah.
It's so wonderful that you get to spend some quality time with your family.
I'm really grateful to be here. I'm so blessed and I am so grateful.
And we're super blessed that you could join us today.
And I am just getting so many chances to do things for people. My niece has finished her thesis and I was proofreading that for her. So yes, and other things. So it's just been great.
That is awesome. Wow. You're putting us to shame. Carolyn, we're so happy you're here. What can we help you celebrate?
Well, I'm so be here, and I'm grateful there's no thunderstorm in the area so that all my devices will remain on, as opposed to other weeks like last week. So, yes, it's been a very interesting couple of weeks. So there's a lot to celebrate, but the thing that I'm noticing that will be a part of my intention, I think, is that I find that sometimes I get busy taking care of things. And yes, there are things that need to be taken care of. And then when it gets to be a little, well, I'll call it chaotic because it felt chaotic to me, and a lot of good things, that little gratitude journal does get put aside. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting in an energy of, just really feeling kind of down on myself, or just and not forgetting of the wonderful things and the gifts, that both I've given and received. So anyway, so that I'm grateful for this awareness. It's another step of learning. But I last week I went to Edisto Island and I took a friend. I had promised her. She is having a difficult time with cancer in her treatment. And I promised her, she saying she wanted to get to the water. I got her there. And then I got the greatest gift because the person that was hosting us, who was a mutual friend, I collapsed. I was just needing to do nothing. And my energy I felt it just falling away. And I slept so much and just sat and watched the tide come in and out. It was such an incredible healing. So, and I was so grateful. I was just so grateful for that. And I was so grateful that I was able to fulfill my promise to her. So it's
wonderful.
I got to talk to my son. Had a really good son talk, which is a rare thing. And so I found myself just coming back and doing a lot of Ho'oponopono, gratitude, admiration, to sort of to keep it on track. And so I guess my deal is I've got to be grateful that I can forgive myself for not being all that I want to be.
And Carolyn, the key, and you bring up a really good point. We sometimes forget and we get immediately into the doing because things have to be done. And it really makes a difference when we take the time for that spiritual alignment and then we take conscious action because we're guided to the things. Yes, there are things that need to be done and we like to do them in a certain order. There's a phrase that's used by the Marines, I think. Slow is fast. And what they mean by that is when you take the time to connect, to get organized, to be prepared, then when you take action, there are fewer mistakes that you have to go back and fix. Things tend to flow more easily. All the right resources show up at just the right time. And so when you take the time for that spiritual connection, you are also back in that space of total trust with the divine and just being eager and delighted and excited to see the blessings that are unfolding for you, to witness the resources and the tools and the guidance that you're receiving. Because now all of a sudden you're like, hey, I'm going to go pay that phone bill. And, you send love and blessings out to everyone. Thank you for this phone service because it's really been I had this amazing conversation with my son. And that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't had my phone service. So blessed that this connects me to the world. And you feel that energy filling you as you go. Yeah, kudos. And you also said something really important. Awareness is always the first step in spiritual expansion. So yeah, being grateful for every single individual step, that's really powerful. And yeah, it's great that Georgie has his gratitude journal open all day. I wouldn't get anything else done if I was just writing down all my gratitudes all day. So I think it's brilliant to wait until the end of the day. And one of the things that I do, I think I've shared this practice with you guys before. I have an abundance buddy, and we do an email back and forth every Monday through Friday that I call my daily celebration. And it starts with what I accomplished the day before and how I feel about it, if there's anything that I want to celebrate. And then I take a stand on here's what I'm going to get done today. And then life happens and things change. And that's not always what happens, right? And I can go back and look at what I thought I was going to focus on today. And if I have some spare time, I can go back to that agenda. But I allow myself to be open to divine guidance. And the guidance that I receive in this moment is subject to change in the next moment. What I love about this daily celebration practice is I send her my email, she sends me hers. Well, she's brilliant, totally different from me and incredible. And so it's really easy for me to reply back next to each single thing that she says, of raving about what a great job she's doing, how impressed I am, what an opportunity this is for her clients and the people she works with, all the resources I can think of that might serve her. And it just gets my energy pumped and through the roof. And then I can start on my stuff. And then she sends me back my email with her comments next to everything that I said. And I'm like, who are you talking about? But it allows me to witness myself and my life from a different perspective. Oops, I got to let Kathy in. And so that I have found is really, really helpful. So I just wanted to share a couple of those techniques with you, Carolyn, in the hopes that it serves you.
Can I share just really quickly? I know
Please.
There's a lot of us today. We've talked multiple times about gratitudes and also about when we do a little thing for something. Well, years and years and years ago, a friend started giving me this Yogananda calendar. There's one every year, and it's just like a whole week on a page. Well, I don't use paper calendars anymore, and I haven't for years, but it started the practice of me writing my daily gratitudes in this little part of the day before I go to bed. But the cool part, and this is what I want to show you, the opposite page always has a really cool picture. Look at that. That's two bald eagles right next to each other. Can you see it?
Yes.
It's like remarkable. And then there's always a Yogananda quote. And they're real pictures. This one's from Washington State. So it's just like so fascinating. I mean, this one especially was so fascinating to me to have those two eagles just like right like that.
Beautiful.
So,
Would you put that in the chat also? Because I'm going to have to get a copy of that calendar.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Okay.
And Carolyn, your energy was so good. You brought Kathy in. That's awesome. More the merrier. Lisbeth, we're so glad you're here. We missed you. I tried to get you in last week and then you disappeared when I was ready to call on you. And your hair looks gorgeous. Love the hair.
It's just up in a little ponytail.
I don't care. It's cute.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, my internet connection went unstable while Peggy was talking, and I was actually trying to type that in the chat, and then my cursor just got a mind of its own and was floating around the screen, so I couldn't even shut down the computer. It was bizarre. Anyway, yes, you are welcome to all of our rain. Tom said that he saw something that yesterday or in the past few days, we got like 45% of our usual rain for the month or something like that. Yeah. So one of my gratitudes is that, yes, the weather is sunny and dry. We have had doozies of storms, power fluctuating off when it's been really hot, um, internet connections galore. So, challenges. So I'm glad that on the whole, our power stayed on and the Wi-Fi we've dealt with. Um, uh, just some fun little gratitudes. I've had to contact various customer service people this week. Had to call Social Security, and I chose to stay on hold again this time because I didn't trust that they would really call me back, even though it said that it's over 120-minute wait. But I just like left my phone and did other things and kept occasionally checking back. It took 3 hours to get a person. 3 hours, but she was really nice and helped me. I know. Lord help anybody who has a real problem. So anyway, but I did have like good experiences, including today when I had to call Verizon, and usually I end up so frustrated with their automated system because it does not give you an option to get a person. No matter, even if you have tech problems, it's like, here, we're sending you a text, go connect to the internet. So yeah, I'm almost done. um, so I'm usually, by the time I get a person, I've usually been like that little baby gif where he's in his diaper screaming. It's like I'm screaming at the automated system. Anyway, today I got a person pretty quickly, and I just had to laugh because not only was he very sweet, sounded like he was from India, but at the end he said, "You just keep smiling, everything will be okay. Adios." Just the adios just cracked me up. Somebody in India saying adios. Anyway, and I'll just say one quick thing because Monica said this. A friend of mine had a birthday last week or the week before, and we attend this online group frequently. And I had 3 other things going on at that time, but I went to this group just for a few minutes to be able to sing happy birthday. And I got there early, so it was just her and this other woman, and most of the other people hadn't come in yet. And I said happy birthday, and the other woman said happy birthday, and I started talking about it. And she said, this friend said to me, if you keep talking about this, I'm going to leave. Like she did not want to be acknowledged for her birthday. And so I zipped my mouth because she said it like twice. And so I said, I stayed around for a little bit, and about 5 minutes later, I typed in the chat, can I please say something? I tagged her, and she said, so I sent her an email saying, I really don't understand. We love you. I know other people in the group would like to celebrate you because nobody else who came in remembered or knew it was her birthday. She celebrates her half birthday. I said, I don't understand. Think of how much it's a gift to be able to give to someone. You're depriving your friends and loved ones of that gift. And oh, and her birthday's also on Christmas. And on Christmas, she wouldn't let us celebrate because she said it's Jesus's birthday. I said, I know 3 other people who have birthdays on Christmas, and they allow themselves to celebrate and be celebrated. So anyway, the upshot of this is that she sent me back not only did she send me back an email, but in 2 different groups since then, she has commented without saying anything directly that my email blew her mind, and she thanked me for it. So anyway.
Beautiful. That is really wonderful, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you for doing that, because so often people think that their light doesn't really matter, and it does. And that you allow yourself to be celebrated, allow your light to be celebrated, because you don't know how your light's going to land. she's doing the best she can to support, but then she doesn't know the difference she makes. And it's important for you to be able to acknowledge her and appreciate her as she is. So brilliant, brilliant job. And thank you for that reminder. Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Michelle's in the house. Yay. We're so happy you're here. What can we help you celebrate?
Hi, everybody. I'm celebrating being here. That'll happen today. Because I was supposed to go look at an apartment with my daughter, but they're all scammed, so I'm not going anywhere. She's telling me she doesn't want to live with her dad anymore again. And God is just saying, not happening. Everything I write or look for is like not real. And I told her today, I said, you might want to think about living with your dad because I had 40 things out there, and now she's mad at me. I was very disappointed I wasn't going to see her, but you know what? That's okay. I'm going to live with that. So last week, I stopped one of my medications for my depression and all that stuff because the psychiatrist has been asking me to go off of it for a year, right? So I did, only because I ran out of it and I didn't feel like finding it in the box that I keep it in. And I'm withdrawing. I'm definitely withdrawing. My attitude's been off. I've been getting antsy and nasty and crying more. And, the puppy came over the other day with Holly. You see who I say first, right? The puppy, not Holly. And she totally ignored me. She gave me a teeny tiny lick hello and a teeny tiny lick bye and sat next to me the whole time, but refused to acknowledge that I was there. And I was devastated. Okay, I was very sad, not devastated. And I'm talking to somebody today about all of this because I have to talk to people about this every day. Otherwise, I get in my own way and screw myself up. And there's a part of me that wants me dead. So it's just not a good idea. And I realized I stopped taking that medication. And of course, I'm weepy and emotional and crazy. Like I closed up again. Like I closed up everything again because that's my habit. And I saw the baby yesterday and I didn't get to feel those good feelings that I usually feel when I'm with her because I closed myself up. So I'm working on being vulnerable anyway. I don't know how to explain that, but it's freaking not easy and I don't like
No,
it.
it's not. And I really commend you and thank you for being so vulnerable and open and sharing your truth with us here. You are such a great role model. And I really appreciate you doing that. That honesty, that integrity is just magnificent. And as we were saying, awareness is the first step. I don't know if you were here when we talked about that. Awareness is the first step. And you're aware of how you're feeling. And so now you can declare how you choose to feel instead. I choose to feel deeply loved, whether the dog pays a lot of attention to me or not. And I feel its love because it wants to sit next to me and just hang out with me. And that quality time is so nourishing for me. That's all I need. I don't need more than that. And I still feel deeply loved in every moment. Just know, Michelle, that we are sending you infinite divine love and blessings all the time, constantly, with every breath. We are with you. And yes, you will have emotional moments. Allow that to wash through you. The latest studies are it takes 90 seconds for your body to process an emotion. So when you feel a little teary, it takes that long before your mind goes, hey, this is very moving for me. And then the tears have to come up and you feel it in your body, the somatic expression, before you can breathe through it and let it go. And just recognize that each emotion is a beautiful divine symbol of life, that you are alive. People who are not alive don't have any emotions. They can't feel anything anymore. They don't feel the richness of life, the variety of life. So instead of labeling it as a good emotion or a bad emotion, just accept I'm feeling something right now. And it's a divine experience that I can feel in this moment.
Thank
Just
you.
a suggestion.
Well, just pushes my, betrayal and codependency and the things I'm working on, which makes sense because I'm working on them. So of course, those that are going to get pushed.
Yeah.
Abandonment stuff. But that's okay.
Good for you, Michelle.
I'll live through it. That's all I know.
Yes, you will. Breathe through it. The divine is with you for all of it, for
Thank
all of it, and
you.
healing you through it.
I'm just so happy to see you all.
Well,
And I
we are
want,
so lucky that not only do we have David, oh, I'm sorry, Arlene, you wanted to contribute?
I just wanted to say, Michelle, if that dog sat next to you, that dog was comfortable with you.
Yep.
You didn't have to be effusive or anything. The fact that you had this dog sitting next to you and the dog chose to be there, right? That says as much as you need to know, as far as I can see.
Thank you.
Actually, when you were saying that the dog just licked you a little bit hello and a little bit goodbye, I was like, yeah, because
Yeah,
the dog wasn't anxious to be in your presence.
right.
They're anxious and they're worried. Is this person going to like me? Are they going to get along with me? Are they going to be nice to me? That's when they tend to fawn a lot and try to get your favor. But when they're comfortable with you, they just sit down next to you and cuddle up and then good to go. Because this is my peep. I can hang with my peep.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Thank you, ladies. I appreciate
course.
that.
Well, we've got Monica Edgar, aka David, in the house. David, it's so great to see you. Please unmute. We'd love to hear all about how your gorgeous wife, Monica, is doing, and of course, how you're doing. Oops. Okay, I'll ask to unmute. There we go. There he is.
Sorry, a little slow. Not used to, not used to being on a Mac.
Well,
Yeah, so blessed, so grateful, and thank you, all of you, for your kind, kind intentions, prayers, your kind words. What a huge blessing. So thank you, everyone, for helping me get through this, and obviously, um, yeah. I'm just a witness and a bystander and a support person, and yeah, happens to be the most important person in my life. And yeah, as as you probably already understand, back surgery is no picnic. And but yeah, brought her there yesterday morning, and I guess the procedure started. Well, yeah, it was about 4.5 hours. And the doctor called me afterwards to tell me that everything went really well, which was a relief. I knew it would go well, but of course, you never know 100%. And yeah, I got to see her and spend a few hours with her last night. She was groggy, of course, post anesthesia. And then today I saw her again because she spent the night at the hospital and she's going to spend one more night there. But yeah, so she was, she had her first physical therapy session, basically getting advice on how to walk now. So it's yeah, quite something to relearn a lot of things, or relearn them in the sense of adjusting for what just happened. So yeah, I and yeah, so all that said, I'm doing well, and I'm just super grateful that things turned out as well as they did.
That is amazing, David. We are so happy for both of you. And we continue to send Monica infinite healing, divine love, blessings, that she feels completely comfortable. And we'll make sure that Julie puts a link in the chat for the mushroom supplement that she's been using, because she found that incredibly valuable at getting rid of discomfort. And so it could be something really useful for Monica. And Julie's also willing to send you a free sample so Monica can try it and see if it's something that really serves her. And of course, it's got to make sense with the other things that they have her using.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Julie.
Awesome. Wow. Man, it's amazing what people can do now. The technology, the medical miracles, just so cool. Speaking of miracles, we got Kathy in the house. Kathy, please unmute. What's going on? What can we help you celebrate?
Sorry, I was late. Celebrate. Oh, I'm still having these great polarities in my life. Celebrating, I got my goals achieved from last week. my invoices got done, and I think they've been paid. I have to verify that, but I think they've been paid. And that's great. I'm taking it easy. I just discovered my dear, dear therapist who's been so instrumental in working with me for the last 10 years is transitioning, and that was really heartbreaking. So I discovered that yesterday and have been um, just reflecting on how grateful I am that she came into my life because she's been so effective with me, more so than anyone else in my whole life of self-discovery, which started when I was about 14 years old. Um, and I'm grateful. And somebody that I've been needing to work with me finally showed up today and spent a few hours working with me. It's all looking good. I'm very grateful. I'm sorry I was late, and God bless you all.
It's
Thank
all perfect. How can it get even better than this? And I know it's very difficult when someone you love and appreciate, who's been such an important part of your life, is graduating.
you.
It's not
Yeah.
an ending, it's actually an expansion, and it's a really beautiful thing. And there's a whole lot more there for her and for her soul. And your energy is permanently connected. So you can still ask her questions. You can still let her know this is what I'm dealing with, and ask her to give you an answer. And just sit in the silence, sit with your heart open, and be in gratitude for all that she has done for you in the past, and allow the message to flow through you because it is there for you, and she will always be there for you. Always.
Yeah, she said that too. Always look on. It's incredible. That's perfect timing, right?
That is perfect. Always look on the bright side of life. I love that.
I play that song every day.
That's
That's my
great.
ringtone.
That's perfect. And speaking of bright side, Arlene's in the house. Arlene, what's going on for
Hello.
you?
You know, it's funny. I've got these bright lights on me and I still look in the dark, so I have no idea. And I'm in a bright room. Anyway, thank you for what you just said because I too have a therapist, have had a therapist for many years who I last saw in the hospital and she looked like one half of her former self. And I don't know if she has passed or not because I haven't been able to get in touch with her. And she lives alone and she has a sister somewhere. And I know some people in Boulder who know her. I'm going to try and get in touch with them, but I have no way of knowing. But all the things she has done for me has been really significant, much like Kathy was talking about. So anyway, so that's just something I wanted to throw in. Celebration. Well, my eyes are better. Did I tell you that? My eyes are better. Keep praying. But the ophthalmologist, when I had my last treatment, said, you know, and I also noticed when I looked at the eye chart, I could read more than I could 2 months ago. So it's working. We just need to keep going because the actual fact is by November 18th, I have to have enough visual acuity so that I can pass um, uh, the test for for MVD to get my license renewed. Because I need to have that for my work. Now, I don't drive that much. I'm only driving during the daytime or where I know every place every turn that I'm going on. But in the meantime, it's still important. And having my eyesight back the way it was would be really beautiful. So just keep praying, everybody. But that was good news. And also, I got to go to the Santa Fe Opera, La Boheme, my favorite opera that I first saw, my first opera that I saw at the old New York, the old Metropolitan Opera House in New York City 60 years ago. Well, 55 and a half years ago, but 59 and a half years ago. Anyway, so I got to do that. And then my friend Liz also took me to the Festival Flamenco, which was a whole different experience. That's very, very intense. I wasn't even expecting it. And then on Sunday, I got to have dinner with David Shang.
Oh, great.
He came down from Santa Fe. And so that was really nice to be able to connect with him again.
That is great. Congratulations, Arlene. How can it get even better than this? I love that your eyesight is getting better.
Oh, yes.
And yes, we've hired those nano angels. They are going through and healing every single part of your eyes. And you can just imagine that. You know, you can feel who was I talking to? It was Ruthie who had this vision last night with our intention group that you go and you sync up your third eye with your heart. Ruthie, you might want to pipe up here and say it better than I do. But she connected those two and then scanned her body from top to bottom and just healed everything from the top of her head all the way down. Right? Wasn't that what you did, Ruthie?
Well, it was during the intention for everybody that we were intentioning for. And what you said was exactly right. It was something that Greg Braden and also Joe Dispenza mentioned, and also something I saw on Gaia, where you go into your third eye, and when you see it as a bright light, like a ball of light inside of your head, then you go down into your heart and expand the light into your heart. And then when you feel that pulsating in your heart, and then you go through each part of your body, and everybody who needed help, well, yesterday, one was in the throat, one was in the heart, one had needs for their kidneys, and then the other person had something with their feet. So I just went all the way down. They said to bring that ball of light to every part once you expand it and connect it, the brain heart coherence. So it was really, really amazing. And it just was really, really wonderful. And it helps me too.
Yeah, it really does. Because as you're envisioning that for anyone else, you are receiving it at the same time. Very powerful technique. Thank you so much for bringing that in. Wow, I got to celebrate. And, at first I was thinking, I don't really have that much to talk about. I'm feeling really good. I feel like I'm in flow, like Kelly, everything's just working out. I'm the perfect thing in the perfect time. I've got a lot more clarity about the ultimate outcome that my clients receive when they work with me. That's very exciting. I've been super social. And usually it's me and my husband, we're just kind of doing our own thing. And as social as I get is getting together with you guys. We got together with people for dinner. Like we've gone out to dinner so many times. I've had Mexican food like 6 times in a row. I'm kind of with Mexican for a little while. My eyes are great. I got to see my cataract surgeon on Friday. He was really happy. The pressure in my left eye was 22. And then I went to see my retinal surgeon on Monday, and the pressure in my eye was 16. And I was like, hot damn. And he started laughing out loud. And usually he's kind of a straight-laced guy. But I was like, yeah, that's good news. I've been wanting that to come down. The intention structure I've noticed is really making a difference. When I say in love and light, I am so happy and grateful that really has turned something on for me. It's all about the energy. That makes a big difference. I loved Deborah's awake session last night. I could only go to the first hour. My brother-in-law had his birthday last night, so we took him out for dinner. So I had to bail early, but she was talking about the book, Let Them. I haven't read the book yet, but it's something that I've been choosing to practice for years, where I recognize whenever I feel frustrated by someone else and how they're behaving or what they're talking about, I realize, okay, that means that there's something here for me from the divine perspective. And so I have an opportunity to grow, and I'm just going to let them do their thing because they're on their own journey. And it's a totally different journey from mine. And what is causing me to feel discomfort is because their journey is different from mine. And that's okay. I can just let it be different, and I can choose my journey. And yeah, the eco meditation, I've been doing that for 9 weeks and I love it. I really am noticing the difference. And that's it. I'm out of time. Wow. Can you believe that took us over an hour to go through all the celebrations? I am so sorry. I know some of you will need to leave early. So if you do, please raise your hand. Julie has to leave pretty soon, and Michelle has to leave pretty soon, and Carolyn has to leave pretty soon. So I'm going to start with, and Lisbeth, thank you for raising your hand. I'm going to start with Julie because I saw her first. Julie, what can we give you some good energy around?
Okay. Oh my goodness. Uh, I'm having a 4th of July family party here at my house, and I'm a little nervous about it. Because I have been, um, you know, working on this health opportunity, which is now totally, I'm healing. I can feel it. And I don't know why, but I put my website in there and it's not showing up. So if you have it, Elaine, did you put it in? I don't know. But
You know what?
anyway,
I'll go back to the notes that I sent out last week, and I know that it's in the
Okay.
chat, and I'll copy it and I'll put it out with this today's recording.
Great. All right, great. Thank you. And anyway, I'm so happy and I'm blessed to have a swimming pool, and the heater is not working. So even if I have it at 80 or 82, it's now at 95 or 96. So it's like a, oh my goodness. And so anyway, I want my techie angels to come and fix it. And the other angels that put a new heater in there is like either a new heater or, just kind of have to do without a heater. So we'll see. But the way I'm not stressing about that. It was like, well, it is what it is, right? And so I want some support. Nature, it is the weather to be nice. I know it will be. Um, I guess I just want to feel like I'm present and enjoying everyone, especially my little grandson Theo. And I just can't wait for that. And I want, some support around completing the clearing of my home so that it's presentable or not perfect. But anyway, do you have some other words? I know they're better than
Sure.
mine.
No,
So,
they're all perfect. They're all perfect. All right. In love and light,
thank you.
we are so happy and grateful that Julie's heart is wide open, happy, and delighted to see everyone, to celebrate her beautiful family and her lovely home, to cherish her time with these beautiful people and create new, wonderful, love-filled memories in every moment, which is why she stays in gratitude. She acknowledges and appreciates each person in turn, and they reciprocate. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We give thanks, and so it is. Yeah, Julie, this is just exactly like when you walked in for the surgery that you had. You were filled with gratitude and you were eager to see the doctors and the nurses and celebrate the angels being there with you. It's the same thing for this party. Yeah, yeah. And it's so funny because I also got this image of somebody brought potato salad and it wasn't the kind of potato salad you really like. And so instead of going, this really isn't my thing, you instead said, I don't want to be rude at all, but I recently had mouth surgery and there's some things that I just can't eat. Thank you so much for bringing. I love potato salad any other day of the year. I'd be all over that potato salad. And I'm so appreciative that you brought that. It looks amazing. Right?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Yes.
Yeah.
Elaine,
Yes.
Thank
I was
you.
also going to mention for Julie that when concentrating on groups of people that are everybody's supposedly different, but just the fact that we were before the Big Bang, we were all one in that singularity of creation, and then it's expanded and exploded into all the particles that became each one of us are part of that, right? So I just pictured that every single one of those divine particles, instead of seeing all the people as separate people, that I saw them as divine particles of the same whole.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So I have
Oh,
the same
yeah.
situation in my family.
I love that image. That's really beautiful.
I do too. Thank
Outstanding.
you. Thank you.
Now, I know, Lisbeth, I think you said you needed to leave pretty soon. And I know Peggy does. So I'm going to do Lisbeth and Peggy and then Carolyn. Okay.
I have to leave at 5:20.
Okay. We will be done before then.
Okay.
Lisbeth, what would you like some energy around?
Okay, I'll just preface this by saying that our little town has a huge parade on the 4th, like 2.5 hours long. Um, yeah. We used to help out with it too for many years. And on the 5th, they have a huge fireworks celebration that, well, it's usually on the 4th, but this year it's on the 5th. And it looks like it may be one of the only ones in the near vicinity. So there may be a lot of other towns descending here. So that's why I'm going to add in a little bit for that too. In love and light, I'm so happy and grateful that Tom's and all of our loved ones' health is improving immensely and quickly, and that we are all enjoying immense abundance of perfect people to help us, of perfect people to work with, of finances and money, and of fun experiences. And I'm wishing for a safe 4th and 5th for everyone, but especially for everything going on in our town and everyone who lives here and everyone who attends. Thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. Lots of energy around that. I really love the celebration, the energy of celebration around all of that. It's beautiful, Lisbeth.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And as always, whenever you need to leave, please do leave. Know that your love and your energy is still contributing to everyone who's still here in the meeting. Love you, Lisbeth. Peggy Cross, what would you like some energy around?
Okay. In love and light, I declare that I and all of us are open to receive the fulfillment of our dearest wishes with the highest good for all concerned. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. That was really lovely, Peggy. Wow. Beautiful energy around that. Thank you so much for bringing that in. Mm. Wow. Carolyn, what would you like some energy around?
Yes. In love and light, I'm happy and grateful for all the support that I receive that is in my life, and that we all continue to expand our awareness and acceptance of our support systems. In gratitude. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. Wow. Carolyn, something really profound came through for me as we were holding that intention. I got a clear connection that that support actually grounds us. It unites us, it connects us, and it grounds us and helps keep us safe. So thank you. I really appreciate you bringing that in. That was absolutely beautiful. All right. I do believe that Michelle said she needed to leave soon too. So Michelle, do you want me to unmute? There we go. Okay.
You knew it was coming.
I did.
Okay, one thing to say that I have to celebrate is that I celebrated 36 years clean and sober on Monday.
Woo, that is huge. I'm so proud of you, Michelle. Good job. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was a great day. It was a great day.
Yeah.
So I would like if you could put it together for me, Elaine. I'd appreciate that. That I can get out of my own way and stop being so damn negative about myself. and love myself and enjoy life. That would be really nice. Any of those things. Thank you.
In love and light, we are so happy and grateful that Michelle chooses to witness every experience in her life as part of a beautiful divine unfolding. So instead of getting angry or frustrated the way she used to, she steps into grateful curiosity. She starts asking herself how this is a sign of her growth, of her strength, of her resilience, of her courage, of her commitment to be the best person she can be in every moment. And we witness her greatness. In deepest gratitude, thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We give thanks, and so it is. Michelle, I just felt wave after wave after wave of love flowing to you. And your grace and your commitment speeds that love on to all of us. So thank you. Lisbeth, yeah.
Just a quick share before I run. Michelle, I kept thinking about, I've been listening to her a fair amount recently, Marissa Peer, and I just kept getting the message that, and this is for me too, but that maybe you want to do looking in the mirror and either saying, I love you and I appreciate you and you are enough, or I am enough. Like either way. Either where you're talking to yourself using your name, I love you, Michelle, or saying, I am enough.
Thank you.
That's really powerful. And I took her I Am Enough course. And one of the things she has you do is write in lipstick on your mirror, I am enough in the bathroom. So every time you go in and out of the bathroom, you see that. And my husband was like, seriously, you really need that? I was like, yeah. Yes, I do.
There you go.
Monica posted something really nice. She saw your light shining so brightly, it burst open gates that were closed. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I love
Absolutely. We love you too. Have a wonderful week. More to celebrate next week.
you too. Yeah.
Now, Mena, I know you were kind of on fumes. So would you like to go next? Yes, you. Yes, you, gorgeous.
Oh.
You have to unmute. I know. I'm real picky. Oh, bye. Love you, Michelle.
Love you too.
There. I just hit the ask to unmute.
Okay, sorry.
There, you're unmuted.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yay.
I'll be quick. In love and light, I am grateful and honored to be amongst wonderful people who are all focused as I am. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is.
I meant to
Ah,
say that we're all in the flow. I don't know, it came out just
it
so.
came out perfectly. It really did. And you reminded me that we used to think survival of the fittest, but now we know that it's the organisms that know how to cooperate and collaborate that thrive. And your own physical body is the perfect example of that, with all the microorganisms that keep you going. And we form our own organism. Like Ruthie was saying, all of those individual little parts come together to create one beautiful whole. And we nourish and nurture each other. And thank you for that beautiful reminder, Mena. We're so
I'll
lucky
be
to have you here.
listening. I'm just going to put my pajamas on because
You've got the cutest jammies.
I'm on duty tomorrow with 3 little ones too. So,
Aw.
okay, I'm lucky.
That's great. All right. So who needs to go next? Who would like to go ahead and or I can go in order, but if somebody kind of needs to go, Kathy needs to go. Okay. Why don't you unmute and
Thank
we'll
you.
support you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I am grateful that this coming week, I'm in flow. Abundance, vitality, and acceptance surround me. I'm grateful for clear energy and radiant health. Support arrives from gifted allies in my work and my finances. Priscilla's path is gentle and protected. Family time is sweet. Clients recognize my value with ease, and I move through each day in love and light.
We'll support you with that starting right now. We give thanks, and so it is. That was really lovely. And Kathy, I so appreciate you bringing all that in because what we intend for one, we all get to receive. And those were so many lovely blessings. How can it get even better than this? That was amazing.
Thank you. The
Please,
energy of the group.
yeah, please do stay as long as you can.
I
And
will.
David, I saw you waving your hand. So I just, if you want to unmute, you don't have anything? Okay. I can't really tell. Oh, there we go. Whoops. Okay, you were unmuted and then you remuted yourself. But if you're good,
I'm good.
okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to go to the top and we'll just go through that list unless somebody's really eager to get going. And then if you need to go, you need to go. Totally understand. David McBride, what would you like some energy around?
In love and light, we are so happy and grateful. We all enjoy radiant and vibrant health and immediate infinite healing. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. David, that was really cool. I saw us doing Ruthie's heart coherence and scanning ourselves. And as one person scans themselves, we're automatically scanning everybody else in our group, everybody we're connected to, everyone we love. Beautiful. That was wonderful. Dorji, I know you have amazing intentions. What is your intention today?
Elaine, one thing that I want to say is when we come here and we start the just the way you get us started, I feel like you're a fantastic steward captain of our spaceship, and I feel like we're all one. And it cannot get any better than that.
Well, how can it? We'll let the divine get it even better than that, Dorji, but yeah.
All right. I feel I had it all set up.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Okay. In love and light, we are so happy and grateful that our family of light surrenders to divine timing and joyfully accepts all the divine wants us to create. Thank you, divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. Wow, that was really, really good, Dorji. So much energy around that. Thank you for bringing that in.
And
Beautiful.
then I thought, then I was told, like, why doesn't Elaine let us celebrate our wins? Then the device said, you want to be there at until 10 o'clock? And, and I thought to myself, yeah, this is a great party.
Yes, it is a great party. I know. I'd have to have a bathroom break, but then we could do it all over again, right? Awesome. Dorji, you're amazing. Monica, we're so glad you're here. Your energy is palpable. We really feel you. You're adding a lot to our group. What would you like some energy around?
I feel the love. So when we did the breath, I felt like the center of a neuron with all the dendrites. And so in love and light, I am so grateful that the divine within each of us is expanding our light, our healing, our impact to all those that need it, so that our souls may fulfill their highest and truest purpose. And may we impact all those that are in need of our light. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And it is done.
We give thanks, and so it is. Mm, that was yummy. Wow. That's really great, Monica. Thank you so much for bringing that in. Whew. Kelly, isn't this awesome? It's so great that we just layer all these on. You get all of them, and everybody has a slightly different way to word things and slightly different focus. How could it get even better than this? Man.
I don't know if you guys saw me laughing, but both Ruthie and Angela posted about yes and no. And I have this cute little funny little habit of choosing angel cards the first of the month. And this time, instead of doing it yesterday, I did it the night before. And my first card, which is my blessing, was no. I never saw this angel card before. The next was Mother, Father, God, which is my strength. And the third one was yes. So to see them, I just started laughing. And then yesterday morning, I'm in this little hallway upstairs, and my client like screamed at me things I'm not going to repeat. And I was like, okay. And I just walked down the steps and got away. I go, that's a very clear no. And I thought it was really funny that the night before I picked the no card and that morning. So anyway, here's my intention for all of us. In love and light, I am so very grateful that we each are guided to our own no's and our own yeses, that the divine spirit within us knows perfectly well what our soul's yearning is and guides us in what to walk away from and what to go running towards, that we each attract to ourselves, just like here, like-minded people that we love and whom love us, and that support and guide us in being our very best selves and contributing our best to the world, making it a place that is safe and wonderful for all worldwide. This I'm ever so grateful. I trust it is the truth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. So it is. Amen.
We give thanks, and so it is. That is so beautiful, Kelly. That was so amazing. You know, it's so funny. I want to go, I'll have one of these buffet. I'll take it. I'll take the buffet. I'm having everything on the buffet, all of it.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Unfortunately,
Love
it's an energetic buffet, so I can't absorb it all. I can't integrate it all. How can it get even better than this? Man,
I do also want to
Ruthie.
add that my
Yeah,
client did apologize and was
good.
totally
Good. Good. Ah, well, I'm glad they know just what a blessing you are. Mm. Ruthie, what's your intention today?
Well, um, Kelly almost said mine. And I loved it because then I got a chance to really feel into what I really wanted to say. And that basically, I, in love and light, I'm so happy and grateful that I can say yes to abundance, to every blessing that the divine has for me, instead of the old survival triggers that made me dim my light and hold back. divine blessings. So in love and light, I accept and I receive those divine blessings, and that's for all of us. And so it is.
Okay.
We give thanks, and so it is.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
I just got a text message that I'm going to have to leave now. So I'm glad we got a chance to, I'll be with you guys in spirit.
Yes, you will. You always are. And we love and appreciate you, Ruthie. Have an amazing week.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Wow, Angela, it's your turn. What would you like some energy around?
First, I want to welcome Monica. I meant to do that earlier and didn't. So welcome, welcome. We're happy to have you here. Okay, so we have to start from where? In love and light. We don't have to, but we can. We get to. We choose to. In love and light. I am so happy and grateful that I'm getting back to writing and my online offerings, and that tech issues are getting sorted with ease and grace. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, and so it is.
We give thanks, and so it is. Oh, beautiful. So happy for you, Angela. It's wonderful. It's really exciting that you're getting back into your writing and your website. And yay, we want to celebrate more of that. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of action on that this week. Ooh, David, Edgar, yes. What's going on? What would you like some energy around?
Quick question, Elaine, you mentioned eco meditation. I know I've heard of it.
Dawson Church.
Dawson Church.
Dawson Church. So if you go into YouTube and you type in ECO meditation, Dawson Church, DAWSON.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I also want to say hi, Monica. Nice to meet you too. And David McBride, now that you've been here for a long time, I also want to say hi to you. And thanks both of you for being here and being such bright, shining lights. And in love and light, we're so happy and grateful for greater healing throughout the world and for all of us, as well as our loved ones and our family members. And we are so grateful for greater peace throughout the world and harmony and understanding and kindness and compassion, including throughout the United States. And thank you for greater collaboration and cooperation and greater prosperity and abundance, especially for all of us and our loved ones. And thank you for my wife, Monica, taking the time to heal as much as necessary. And thank you for her healing, progressing even better than expected, so that she is 100% completely, permanently, and quickly healed as best as possible. Thank you, Infinite Creator. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it is done.
We give thanks, and so it is. Absolutely. I saw Monica up and moving around totally comfortably. I saw her dancing, and that all is absolutely well. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Please let her know that she's in our thoughts and in our hearts, and we see her healing very, very rapidly. The angels are supporting her.
Yep.
Yeah. All
Thank
right, Arlene, could you unmute and we will hear all about your intention?
Okay. Well, a lot has been said that I already am so grateful for. So, in love and light, I'm happy for the grateful awareness of healing of all kinds, including my hip, my eyes, and for all of us in our physical beings and in our spiritual beings and our emotional beings. Healing and love and light. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. Thank you. It is done.
We give thanks, and so it is. Arlene, I saw you sending energy into your hip, and I was sending tons of energy into your hip. And I saw that you have some bone spurs that are pressing on nerve endings that are causing discomfort. And I saw those bone spurs dissolve, and anywhere your bone density needs to be enhanced, it just gets moved over to the area where it is needed. And I saw little nano angels working on your hip. And I saw you needing to drink lots of water. And every time you drink water, just imagine, perfect, imagine that it is helping to move the bone material exactly where it's needed so you have complete and perfect comfort.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ooh, so much amazing energy. And it was really interesting because I wasn't sure what my intention was going to be. And hey, Yogi. And that's how it started coming in. I asked the divine, what is a great intention for all of us? And it started coming in as we were holding intentions for each other. And I was reminded, one of the messages that I received from the divine is they want us to do three things. First of all, be love in every moment, love for yourself and love for others. Second, notice the love that is present here for you. It's always there for you, but we're not going to make it easy. It's a lot like a scavenger hunt. You have to ask insightful questions. You have to look a little deeper than you normally do to notice the love that's there. This is part of the game. And third, collaborate with others to create more love. So, with that background, in love and light, we are so happy and grateful that we recognize every interaction is always a request for love. And so we acknowledge and are grateful for others. We know that they want to feel seen, heard, valued, and loved exactly as they are. And as we acknowledge them and appreciate them right now in this moment, all of a sudden we notice the reflection, the mirror of the universe, and how as we give, we also receive. So we witness how we are seen, how we are heard, how we are valued, how we are loved exactly as we are. In deepest gratitude, thank you, divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We give thanks, and so it is. Thank you all for holding that space with me. That really meant a lot. Really did.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I love the scavenger hunt of love. I'm going to remember that.
And I find that it's easier and more rewarding when I come across someone in the news who's not being the way I think they ought to be, or one of my relatives is not being the way I think they ought to be. If I remember that it is always a request for love, it is always a desire to be seen and heard and valued and loved. Always, always. That's the only thing. It's the only reason. That's the only thing that exists. And so when we can give in return, no matter how they are behaving, no matter what they are saying, no matter how they are showing up, we get to see the reflection of the divine in ourselves. Yeah. You are such a blessing. And I'm so honored and grateful that you spent 2 flipping hours with me today. You're nuts. And I
Thank
love
you,
you for it.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a
We all
wonderful week.
appreciate you.
The best kind of nuts.
Yes, the best kind of nuts. My favorite. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Love you
No
all.
allergies
Love
to
you,
these
love you.
nuts.
Bye.